Hello, werewolf fanatics. It is your humble host of horror, Benjamin Dutil, of the Horror Heathen YouTube channel and the South Jersey Horror Podcast. Today, I have a very special guest, Kamarra Cole, who you all know plays in the new movie Wolf Hollow, which is a fantastic movie, well directed, well produced. The actors were phenomenal. I am not going to lie; the special effects were great. I have everything written down, all the notes from the movie. I got them written down right here. It was just great. Everything overall was just fantastic. I had it written down. Anyway, special effects were great. The acting was phenomenal. The directing was great. The makeup was awesome. And Spencer Martinez or Sis Madison, I reckon I've interviewed her before, and she did a previous role called The Demons Within. And I got to interview her before the movie premiere, which was a fantastic opportunity. So a quick bio on you, which is a fantastic bio. So you were born and raised in San Diego.
Yes.
Grew up surfing and skateboarding. That's awesome. I used to skateboard in high school all the time, even if I kept falling on my ass.
That's the nature of the beast.
I had no grace. I had no grace when it comes to balance whatsoever. You attended the Creative and Performing Arts High School in San Diego, and then went on to get a degree on the New York and London theater. Awesome.
It's true.
Congratulations. That's an amazing achievement. That's awesome.
Thank you. You
have an extensive background in improv comedy. I love improv comedy. It's the best comedy ever.
And it's a good time.
And you love horror since a kid.
It's true.
The very first movie I watched as a kid was A Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh, nice. That's a good one.
And there's a scene that Wes Craven dubbed called the poltergeist scene, where Tina's getting thrown around a room. I was like, dude. So
yes.
I was like, I'm hooked.
I need a rotating room.
Right? The camera or something. You placed first in the U.S. Championship outrigger and canoe paddler.
Oh yeah.
Congratulations. Yep. That's awesome.
Thank you.
You're a better person. I don't think I rode like a half mile. Like, Coach, I'm done. Just jump in the river.
Those are my favorite. They're like 8-hour nonstop races. So you like it's the pain in the butt, but it's so fun.
I would need about 10,000 milligrams of Motrin just to get through
that. Well, you can hop in. I'll paddle us to wherever we need to go.
I'll use my hands. Their first film was for Rhodey and Kylie Claude out of Australia called Balboa Boulevard.
Yeah.
What type of movie is that? A horror or a drama? Or?
It's not. It's actually a drama about a young man who's a basketball player, and he has lost touch with his mother, and so he's trying to reconnect through this mentor that he's found, and trying to find his mother, who was a young mother, and it's just very, very sweet. And Rhodey and Kylie are like the most amazing folks ever, and they sent me lots of like fun Australian stuff after we finished filming. So
that is super cool. I want to go to Australia.
Me too.
I want to go to Sydney so bad.
I know. Everything I'm afraid of, though, is in Australia. So I can deal with the sharks. I just like all the spiders are basketball size. So I'm I don't know about that.
Don't go to Afghanistan because there are camel spiders everywhere.
Oh, yeah. Camel spiders. They're huge.
They're terrifying.
And aggressive.
I did 15 months in Afghanistan and nope.
Yeah, they will charge you. My cousin was in Afghanistan and he has videos of them like just running after him. No, thank you.
Well, what it is that like camel spider hates being in the light, hates being in the sun, so they chase you to stay in your shadow. Is what they do.
No.
And one chase one time, I think I almost peed my pants. I was like,
I would have, and I would have left my body like Scooby Doo, where they leave the like cloud. That would have been me, and like
your spirit just leave your body,
just like, gone.
Just freeze all like nope.
Where's Kamarra? Gone. She left minutes ago.
The dust trail behind? Yeah, that's her. So you're currently getting ready to film 4 other horror films this year.
Yeah.
And a Hallmark movie.
Yeah, that one's going to be fun.
How does that work? Horror and Hallmark. That's what I want to know.
That's like my favorite combination. I am like a huge, huge Hallmark fan. I want to see people fall in love 30 minutes into the movie. Exactly. And it's amazing. It's like my favorite thing.
Have you seen the movie Warm Bodies?
Yes,
romance horror. I love it.
Yes, that's a good one. I always forget her name, but she, the lead actress, is in one of my favorite books to series that was made, A Discovery of Witches. She's amazing in it.
About to find out right now, just because I'm
Oh
curious.
yeah, it's really good. The book series is great too.
I've seen the movie twice. Watched it with my wife a couple of times. And Teresa Palmer, so you talking about?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, Teresa Palmer.
And I remember, I forgot Dave Franklin was that. Oh my God. John Malkovich, that dude trips me up every time.
Yeah, it's a
And
good movie.
Rob Corddry, that dude's a trip also. I saw him do live comedy a couple of times up in New Jersey.
Oh,
That
nice.
dude is hilarious. I mean, I was laughing so hard. Never mind. I'm not getting detail. I'll spend detail. Anyway, we're here to talk Wolf Hollow. Damn it. I keep digressing.
Yes, that's okay. Wolf Hollow is great too.
It is. It's like I said, it was a fantastic movie. The moment I started watching it, I could not divert my eyes away from the screen at all. I was like, this movie was so well done, so produced. And
Yeah.
I feel so sorry for Lucky Steve because that guy.
Oh, Lucky Steve. Brandon's the best. He is so fun and charismatic on screen. And his character just kind of like you gravitate towards him because
Yeah.
he's just got these great one-liners and he's got this bigger than life personality. He's so fun and off screen. He's like a blast. He's just like a big bear you want to hug all the time.
When I was watching the movie, I was corresponding back and forth with Mark Cantu, the director.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was like, what's up with the Arnold Schwarzenegger lines? This is so funny.
Oh my God, he loves Arnold Schwarzenegger so much.
And I was like, the older generation like us will pick that up in the movie, but the
Yeah.
younger generation won't. They're like, what's he saying? Like, what's
He
the matter? The
loves
apartment
it.
guy pushed too many pencils. I recognize that line right away. I started laughing. That was just fantastic.
I was like, how many things can Brandon slip in here? Like, I was just waiting. I'm like, come on, keep
Well,
them
I only
coming.
counted 2 quotes on Arnold Schwarzenegger in the movie, so I may have missed more. I don't know. Hey, tell us about your character in the movie. Would you could elaborate on your character, please?
Yeah, so Jillian's a fun character because she's got kind of this like tough as nails exterior with a little bit of a mentor type mothering relationship with Christina's character as well as Spencer's, Twyla. And she's kind of looking out for everyone all at the same time. And it's a little exhausting. Like she's trying to keep Christina and Beth's character from like coming to blows because they're just consistently like going at it. She's trying to keep like Twyla sane because she's dealing with Marla, who's amazing. Lynn Lowry is so fun in her character. She was so funny on set. And and she just carries all this weight around because she just feels like she has to take care of things all the time. So when things go south, like she's just trying to keep everyone together. Like she wants to make sure that Benji is okay. She wants to make sure that Timmy's okay. She wants to go and find all of the things that they need to find in order to like help themselves, and it's kind of to her own detriment. Like,
Yeah.
because I'm like, girl, you don't need to go and do all this. Just let somebody else do it. And then she's also got a thing with Twyla's mom, which is always fun. Like, so there's all that. So she's a very cool character to play.
But you performed it so well. You did
Oh,
phenomenal. Very
thank you.
phenomenal.
Thank you.
Paramount job on the role. I'm telling you.
Thank you, sir.
You
Thank
like me.
you.
You really like me. I mean,
Thank you. Yeah, it's fun and it's nice to play across from people who you click with. And the whole cast was just very much so like that. Like any scenes that I had with Benji and Timmy's character were so fun because they had such a loving relationship, and it just shines like with their characters. So it's always fun to be with them. It was fun to be with Christina's character and Spencer's. Like just the energy that everyone brought to it was easy to act off of.
well, like I said, I enjoyed the film.
And
So
Mark's got such a like clear vision of like what he sees and what he wants to happen, that it's easy to not have to think too much about, okay, what does this scene look like? Because he's laid everything out for you in such a clear way that you know where all the moving parts are.
It's great, and the cast, the star-studded cast.
Yeah.
I recognize a lot of people in the movie. Spoke about Felissa Rose. I mean, she's recognized anywhere. But very sweet person. I met her a couple of times at
Hmm.
conventions, and her and I correspond back and forth on Instagram all the time.
Oh,
Um,
good.
Spencer Madison, fantastic. She's awesome, by the way.
Yes. Yes,
Um,
she is amazing. Actually, I'm going to be doing two of the four films that I have this year.
okay,
Will be She'll be in two of
nice,
them.
nice.
So that'll be exciting.
So, were there any? How'd you get this role? Did you have did you audition for it, or
Yeah,
did Mark say, "I'm
yeah.
going to give you the role"?
No, I audition. I love auditioning for stuff. Whether I get it or not, it's always such a fun time to practice and play around with a different character. And I sent a lot of different versions off to him with different looks so he could kind of get an idea of like who I thought Gillian was before hearing his take on her. And then between going back and forth, he was like, I like this. Can I see it this way? Or I like what you did there. So it was a really nice collaborative effort bringing her to life and like seeing what he thought and then bringing what I thought and then kind of having them together.
Yeah, this I loved it. So, was there any scenes in the movie that were hard to do? Any austere
Um,
environments or like that?
anything that without giving too much away, anything that
Okay.
is like very physical and emotional is always really hard because you have to like really, well, I don't know what everyone else's process is, but it's just like even to cry, it's just not, it's such a like wrenching thing. Like you
Yeah,
put your body through it. And there's a lot of physicality in some of the scenes, like with Lucky Steve, myself, and Twyla, that well, like we're like falling and we're running, and we're crawling all over the place, um, and with all of that, you're also having to like throw the emotion of the scene on top of it. So, yeah, there's some really great scenes that I have with Lucky Steve and Twyla that I was really proud of. That I think came out really, really beautifully.
so how did you prepare for this role? I mean, what were your, if you can give out like strategy tips to any upcoming and budding actors who want to be starring in horror films,
Yeah.
what kind of advice could you give to them when it comes to strategizing?
Mm, um, again, everybody's process is different. I like to give my character a background just so I kind of know like where where certain feelings are coming from. Like with Spencer's character Twyla, I knew that I had had a relationship with her mother, but I kept a little journal about my relationship to each of the characters that I knew with Twyla. I knew my relationship with her was that I started dating her mother, but I ended up being more in love with this little kid than I did with the mother. So I stayed around longer because I wanted to take care of this kid. And I had that relationship there. And so that's kind of, I think you just have to know your relationship to each character. It can't be like I'm just going in and A and B or doing a scene. It's like, what's the history there? Because the history is going to determine how you talk to each other. If I'm doing a scene with some dude and we were rivals in high school and it's 20 years later, like, am I still carrying like that animosity from high school? Like, am I over it? So there's a history that is created, and I think that helps me when I like interact with anyone. So that's helpful. Like for me, just um creating this sense of history between the characters that you interact with.
So, what inspired you to audition for the role as what inspired you to audition for the I can't remember her name.
Yeah.
So many names going through my head right now. Sorry. What
Yeah,
inspired you
for
to
just
audition for your character's role? Is what I'm trying to.
um I love really cool strong characters. And she was a character that was very strong, that like is like gonna fight for everyone. And I liked that and I thought that was very cool. Just and werewolves. I love werewolves. werewolves.
Who doesn't, right?
I'm just a big werewolf fan. I was actually trying to find Silver Bullet the other day to watch. But I just love the werewolves. I wanted to work with Mark because I had chatted with him a few times, and I just thought it would be such a cool experience to meet new folks, because I love expanding my horror family. And every time I do a movie, I add people to that like family, and then I get to work with some of them again, and we just create really cool stuff. So there's my first werewolf movie, and I'm going through all the monsters.
So when it comes to Silver Bullet, have you tried Tubi, Peacock,
Yeah, I
and
think
stuff?
it's on Tubi. I'm actually gonna try it because I think I got it bookmarked. But that's one of my favorites. And we just had a full moon, so I was like, oh, I want to watch it on a full moon.
Perfect timing. Why not,
I was
eh?
like, where are the werewolves?
So every actor and actress I talk to has an influence when it comes to acting. Who can you say is
Here
your
goes
big
my
hello, doggy do?
Oh yeah, they're like, is there wind?
Tumbleweeds.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
100%.
so who can you say is your biggest inspiration when it comes to acting?
Um, I have a ton of, just in general, I'm inspired by so many different people, but I will say, as far as my horror love, I remember seeing Jada Pinkett Smith perform and Tales from the Crypt.
Hmm.
And it was Demon Night, so the
Oh,
movie
okay, the
Demon
movie.
Night.
Okay, got it. Okay, yeah.
And it was just so cool. And I just kept thinking, like, man, what a cool character. Like, she's so cool. She's such a badass. And I just kept thinking, I'm like, man, I want to do horror movies. Like, I just love the way it makes you feel like they're regular people. Like, it's just regular
Yeah.
people with crazy, crazy situations. And they're all, for the most part, unknown. Like, horror's great for that, in that way, is like you get a lot of new talent in horror, like rising people. And it's just something that I've just always loved. And I remember seeing her, and I love Demon Night in general. Like, it's a really, really funny movie.
It
Like,
is. It is.
Billy Zane's amazing in it. He's the best like demon on planet. I love him. But I saw that and I was like, man, I want to be in a Tales from the Crypt type like movie, and like where it's funny, and it's got these great elements of horror. It's got these beautiful practical effects. And yeah, I think that was when I was like, yeah, let's do this. But as far as inspirations, I'm inspired all the time by like tons of people, like special effects artists and directors, and just anyone throwing out amazing creative energy. I'm like, I gravitate towards.
Well, you can also tell what I gravitate towards. I'm
Yes.
a huge Michael Myers fan. I've always have been.
Nice.
I've read all the backstories, all the fan theories
Yeah,
about everything about
yeah.
Michael Myers, like why did this character go on for so long? They made all these horrible movies about him and made him look bad at the end. But anyway, people
I
come
know,
to
I
me.
watched H2O the other day, not too long ago.
That's okay. That was done pretty good. I think LL Cool J is my favorite character in the movie because he does it best. I'm not just saying
He's
that because, but he's a really good character. He's a really good
he's
guy.
great, and he's also great in Deep Blue Sea.
Yes, he is. I think he did that role. The sarcastic chef. I love it. Like, give me the
I like
food.
I will watch Deep Blue Sea anytime. It's like, if it's on TV, I'll watch it. I love it. Absolutely love
Anyway,
it.
people come to me and ask me questions about Michael Myers all the time because like I said, I read all the fan theories and backstories about this guy.
Yeah,
So yeah.
that's
Anyway,
cool.
um, so how did it feel working alongside all those actors in the movie, like Felissa Rose? Was it a great feeling to be alongside everyone in that? Because
Yeah.
I can tell by watching the movie how everyone interacts in the movie, knowing that you guys have great camaraderie outside of filming.
Yeah,
So
it's just I don't think I would go onto a set where I didn't like have a connection with people, or was excited to work with them. And the environment was always like very, very cool. Like we were always very supportive of each other. We were always watching each other when like you weren't on set and someone else was in a scene. Like you want to see what they're doing, and we had a ton of fun. Like it was just a great time to like be on set and also like hang out outside of set. We went to a lot of karaoke, which was fun. Did a little singing, and pool parties and whatnot. So, and like I said, we're still on a group chat currently that dings like every other day where everyone's like chiming in on something. And I'm like, hey, what's up, guys?
Well, as mentioned before, I'm trying to get Brian, Christina, and Lucas on one
Yeah,
interview.
yeah.
I'm trying so hard, but I like to be flexible with everyone's schedules. Everybody's busy.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
anyone's trying, they're probably out doing other auditions, which I wish the best of luck. Um,
Yeah, everyone's
which is a
doing their
cool.
thing, which is
But yeah.
great.
So, do you have a favorite role that you've played so far in any of your movies? Be honest. To be honest.
I know. I'm thinking I have. It's kind of a tie. Um, I have two. I really liked Gillian because of the physicality. Like I got to do a lot of fun, like falls and I love getting really dirty. But I also played a very cool character in Dark Circles, which will be coming
Okay.
out. And that was more of a psychological character. And I really loved that because it's just very cool. It was very different than a lot of the characters I've played so far. So those two, I think, are my favorite right now.
Is it a psychological movie?
Yes, yes, it's a ton of fun.
I'm
It's psychological horror.
I'm gonna
So
have to watch it. I love Mind Spanks. I love them.
yeah, it's not
So
out yet, but it will be. And that's with Kate Kiddo, Damien Maffei. There's a ton of
Davey
great
Maffei.
fun.
Oh my god, he's such a good guy. I mean,
Yeah, yeah, he's great. He's in it. It's a great cast. Hannah Fearman directed it.
really? Okay.
Mhm. Yeah, so that should be out this year, I believe. So that's a really
Okay.
good one.
That's fantastic. I want to
Yeah.
watch it because I love psychological movies. I
Oh,
have
nice.
I have a degree in criminal justice, and which is my master's. And
Hmm.
I took a couple of courses in psychology, and just taking those courses alone, I was like, oh my god, I want to know more about this stuff
Yeah, yeah.
because
It
I got so in depth with criminal psychology. I was like, I want to know more. I started watching a series about psychology, like serial killers and
I
all this other stuff,
know.
and a great
You
show
just
called
got
Mind
like sucked in.
a great show I watched on Netflix called Mindhunter. I love that show.
I've heard of it. I've never watched it, but I've
If you
heard of
love
it.
criminal psychology, it is a great movie. Or not, sorry,
Oh,
it's
nice.
a great series. There's only two seasons, and
Hmm.
they canceled after the second season. I was heartbroken because I loved it so much.
Yeah,
But it's all about criminal psychology. It's fantastic TV series.
that's cool. I'll have to check that out. I love a lot of true crime. I have like two true crime podcasts that I'm like addicted
Really
to. One's
nice.
called Predators, and it's all about like serial killers in national parks, which is
That is sounds fascinating. I'll have to check.
it's very
What's it
good.
called again?
It's called Park Predators.
I'm gonna check that out.
Yeah, that one's one of my favorites because I'm like, cool. Now all my parks are ruined for me because I'm like, I want to go for a hike, but I'm also worried about being like dragged into the woods by Sammy, the knife wielding killer.
I can see that happening too. I'm because I love my very first 10 episodes of my podcast were about serial killers,
Oh, nice.
like all the famous ones, not like
Yeah, yeah.
of course, but and I think I'm just gonna sound crazy, but the favorite podcast that I did was for the co-ed killer. So
Oh, okay.
yeah,
That was one of the first 10 you said that you did?
yes, yes,
Very
maybe one
cool.
of the first 10, but and the TV series Mindhunter,
Hmm.
it's where there's these two FBI agents that go to these prisons and they interview serial killers.
Oh, okay,
And the
okay.
people that get to act as the serial killers are spitting images of the actual serial killers. They look
Oh,
so close,
crazy.
especially
That's pretty
when they
crazy.
got Ed Kemper, the co-ed killer, the guy that played
Uh-huh.
him, looks
Yeah.
exactly like him.
Eee.
And the guy
That's
who did
nuts.
the Summer of Sam guy, I forgot his name already.
Oh, Oh shit, what's his name?
I can't remember now either. Um,
I can
Danny
like see it in
Berkowitz.
my head.
First, Danny
Yes.
Berkowitz. They found a guy that looked just like him too. Because when the first scene, I was like, "Oh my god!" I was just appalled. Not appalled. That's a bad word.
Yeah.
I was surprised I found someone that looked so close to him, and
Yeah.
without makeup and
Yeah,
nothing. But
there's
it did a
they can
good
find some
job.
really great the problem's not so much finding the people that look alike, because you can find a lot of people that look like people,
Yeah,
but it's finding people that look like them that can also like carry out the like
yeah,
attitude and like
yeah. For the
give
person
you
that found
that flavor.
the person that found the play, a camper was the same physique, same height,
That's cool.
everything, same weight. I was like, that is impressive.
And that's very cool. There's a
Yeah.
good I don't know if it's in, I lived right on Hollywood and Sunset in Hollywood. And it's called the Museum of Death. And they had a ton of like serial killer, like, I don't know if memorabilia is the right word,
Yeah.
but like tons of letters and things from that belong to serial killers. And I think um what's his name? Zach Baggins in the
Okay.
museum in Nevada. He's got a lot of like serial killer like stuff, like from Manson and Ed Gein and all kinds of like
Oh, don't you
bananas.
start
But
again. That is one messed up individual.
oh my gosh, yeah. There's a guy that I'm trying to flesh out a story possibly, but there was a serial killer and I'm blanking on his name. I can send it to you later, but he used to kidnap women and girls with his son, and then he would let them go, like he would let them go and make them think like, oh my gosh, I've survived, I'm out. And then he and his son would hunt them down, like he
Hmm.
would give them this false sense of like relief because they
Yeah.
had escaped, and then the whole game was just like hunting them once they were out in the Alaskan
Yeah.
wilderness. And I was like, man, people are messed up.
That kind of sounds like what Ted Bundy did with his victims for a little bit. So,
Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
which is funny because Ted Bundy had a house in Tacoma, Washington, and when I was living there at the time,
Yeah.
I had to go visit the house.
I've heard some stories about the house. Yeah.
Yeah, saying it's haunted, and I don't believe any of that
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't believe it's haunted. That's just stupid. I mean, I need to see the actual physical proof to see it's haunted. But
Yeah.
I went to go
Yeah.
see it just because you know I'm weird like that. So anyway, time's almost up. So thank you so much for doing this with me. I really do
Oh, thank
appreciate it.
you. Thank you.
I'm not sure if you're aware, but the Medium Film Festival is hosting a thing called Fright Fest on September 30th, and they're showing Wolf Hollow. And Mark has already agreed to be there, and I don't know if he's contacted you to be there or not, but he's trying to get some of the actors to show up as well.
Oh, nice. When is it?
September 30th. It's on a Saturday.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm gonna be there because I'll be there vending. So
Okay.
yeah, because
Very
this will be
cool.
the second time.
Hopefully.
This will be the second time I do stuff with the Medium Film Festival. The first time
Nice.
was with they were doing Demons Within, and Deborah Foreman was there.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So I got her autograph, the picture with her. And
Oh,
my friend's like, "Why are you going?" I was like, "It's Deborah fucking Foreman. That's why I'm going."
don't worry about it.
Anyway, all right, gentlemen, ladies, boys, and ghouls, the wonderful, the talented, the beautiful Kamarra Cole. Check out her podcast, Part Predators.
Yes.
On well, I guess it's on a lot of platforms. I'm not sure, but
Yes, not mine, but it is very good. It's Delia DeAmbra. She's amazing if you want to be scared and not want to go in a national park again.
and also if you're in the area, check out Fright Fest in Media,
Yeah.
Pennsylvania, September 30th. Wolf Hollow is going to be showing. Mark Cantu is going to be there, the director. And this is your humble host signing out. Thank you so much, Kamarra, for joining me. I really do appreciate it. I
Bye,
wish you nothing but
guys.
the best with your career.
Thank you.
You've been
Thank you so
you've
much.
been a fantastic guest. I love you,
Thank
and
you.
and I'm
Mwah.
gonna watch Wolf Hollow again just because.
Yes. 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 You're the best. Thank you so much for
Yeah,
having me.
thank you.
Have a good time, guys.
Enjoy your time in Ireland with the family. I'm jealous. I want to go so bad.
I'll send you a postcard.
Yes, I do. I like that. Thank you so much. Take care. Have a wonderful weekend.
Thank you.